This is a special episode. Not only because it's a Valentine's special episode, because I have my first guest for this season. And these are very, very special people, very special to me, my friends from church. But before I introduce them, let me just wish you people that are listening, especially those who are listening on the 14th of February 2025, a happy Valentine's Day. To the single people, to the people with lovers, to the people who are married, to the people going through heartbreak, happy Valentine's Day. I'm sending you all the love that you deserve, all the love that you are praying for and you're yearning for. And to those who have found love, I pray that your love continue to grow stronger. Amen. Your marriage is blessed, your relationship is blessed, except if the relationship does not align with the will of God. The Lord, if it does not align, God will scatter it. Happy Valentine's Day once again. Happy Valentine's. Hey, now let me introduce my guest. Now, because this is the first guest of this season. Even last season, I only had one guest, but we're going to have more guests this season for sure. And I want to make it a culture that whenever a guest comes here, I will talk about one thing I really love about them. We have Jemimah here and we have Ademola. As I said earlier, they're my friends from church. And starting with Jemimah, there are lots of things to love about Jemimah. What's there not to love? What's there not to love? I would say that Jemimah is an embodiment of the fruit of joy. You know, when the Bible talk about joy at the fruit of the Spirit, that is Jemimah, always joyful, full of life. You cannot be around Jemimah and say, I'm an introvert, I don't like to talk. You will talk, my sister. You will be filled with joy. She's just a ball of energy, always happy, handles challenges with grace and with class. And moving to Ademola is the definition of a chill guy. You know that trend, I'm just a chill guy. Ademola is a very, very chill guy, calm and collected, intelligent and easygoing. I've worked with him in church. He was my team leader at some point when I was in the social media team, and he's just very, very structured, productive with his Notion templates. Very, you know, we love it. So that's one of many things I love about these people. So I'm going to ask you guys to say hello. Jemimah, say hello to the peeps.
Hello, I feel so uncomfortable. I'm like, what is Leslie doing? But hello, nice to meet you all.
Okay. Thank you, Jemimah. Ademola?
Hi, hello.
I know they will not say much.
What is happening? What is this?
I know they will not say much, so that's why, to prompt them to introduce themselves better, so that we can just get to know them a little bit. Because this is not an interview, it's not like I'm interviewing them. I've just invited them so that we can have a discussion about love, about Valentine's Day. But to introduce them a little bit, I'm going to ask you, Jemimah and Ademola, tell us one fun fact about yourself that I don't know. Nobody in this room knows. You know, we know each other from church.
Yes.
So I know a few things about you. So think of one interesting thing about yourself that we don't know that can make the viewers know you better.
In general,
yeah,
I have a phobia for snakes. I know everybody says this, they have phobia, but in secondary school, a snake chased me.
Are you serious?
And nobody believes me.
Oh my God.
I was going for lunch break and I saw a green snake. And it pursued me. I know it pursued me. But when I got into the class, people were like, no, this thing.
Was it a big snake?
No, it was a small green snake. You know these green snakes? I live in Jos and we have a lot of snakes. That snake pursued me. People did not believe me, but
so
I have a phobia. So I can't even look at a picture of a snake. My body will start vibrating.
Oh my God. So you can't go to the zoo as well?
No, zoos I avoid, like the snake area. I don't want to.
Oh wow.
I don't even picture. My body will start shaking.
Oh my God. Then that means you must not follow this
I don't.
babe from choir.
Ooh.
What's her name? Bright from choir. Do you follow her on Instagram? No. If you don't follow her, don't follow her. She loves snakes and she's always posting on her story. Don't follow that babe. No. And if you follow her on mute her story, she's always posting snakes.
But then I wanted to challenge myself before I left Nigeria. I said I wanted to go to this snake farm. So I was like, let me deal
exposure
with
therapy, yeah.
But I don't know if I can, because you know they put the snakes on you and then you hold the snakes, you allow the snakes.
I think exposure therapy works when you introduce you little by little. So you see the snake, you are having or whatever phobia you have. Look at me speaking like a professional. Hey, whatever triggers your phobia, look at it. When it triggers you, now tell your mind that what you are seeing is not a threat to you, because there's a okay then. That's interesting. Most people hate snakes though.
And my cousin her best friend snake.
Oh my
She's
God.
like, when she's married, she'll have snakes. I said, my children,
pets.
It's
Wow.
not
they are
coming
not coming to your
house.
house.
Yeah.
No.
No.
But yeah,
Interesting. That's very, very
Yeah.
interesting. What about you, Ademola? Fun fact.
Well, it doesn't look like mine is going to be a fun fact because Jemimah has taken everything. I mean, I don't know if you guys know, but most of what I put on my Substack, I actually shower thoughts. Like, whenever I'm under the shower, like, thoughts just drop in my head.
Yeah.
So most times when I'm just like done with the shower, I just quickly
Like,
scramble
write
something on Notion.
Yes.
Yeah,
nice.
that's what I put
interesting.
out. Yeah.
Do you think it's because that's the your most calmest time of the day? So when you're showering, you're not really filled with responsibilities, but you're not thinking about other things. It's not like when you're at work, even in your free time, some of us are scrolling on social media, watching film, we're listening to music.
Yeah.
So our mind is not that free. So do you think you get those thoughts because of that?
Yeah, I think that's one of it really, and I really like water. So like that's why I like going to the beach and everything.
Can
I
you
like-
swim?
I like water. Yeah, I know how to swim. Yeah, but it's been a while.
I said it as a goal last year. I didn't do it. That's interesting. So I've seen you post your Substack on your story, but I don't have a Substack account. You have to pay in it. That's
No,
the
it's
issue.
not cheap. It's free. Like you have to pay.
Really?
And I like
to
I like
pay,
his style of writing.
Oh, I've not read it.
I
you
love
know.
his. I love.
What's the
his
last
style
thing you
of
wrote
writing.
about? Tell
I
us,
love his
so
style
that
of writing.
they will call and
Plug,
follow
yeah,
you.
plug him, plug him.
Go and let's follow Ademola. Tell us the last thing you wrote about, so that we can, so that people listening can say, I think I'll follow Ademola because of this stuff.
So I write a lot about personal things. The last topic, what was it again about? I can't remember, to be fair. All right, cool. What I posted recently was about the long game. So it's called the long game. So
All right.
it's more about whatever you invest in now, you get to reap in the future.
Tricky, yeah.
Right. So I mean, I see a lot of people just saying, "Oh, I can't do this, but what are they doing at the moment to set them up for success in the future? So that was mostly what I wrote about.
Yeah. So basically, having big goals, big dreams, or this ambition, but underestimating how long it's going to take, right?
Yeah, it's not necessarily underestimating how long it will take, but also like even if you have like big vision, or let's say you want to be an head of engineering, what are you doing now to make you like get closer to that goal?
Yeah.
So
that's a good one. Following is a perspire to require. If you don't acquire, you require. I definitely need to read your Substack.
I mean, it started from Medium actually. Like I have some interesting things on Medium, like from how I transition, like how I moved from Nigeria to UK. Like the story is there, and how I like the process of applying for technician visa to I put all that on Medium. I went away from Medium just because Substack is more for creators and it's also free. Medium will allow you to start paying. I don't want to be boxed in by all of that.
Thank you guys for coming on the podcast.
Thank you.
I literally told these guys on Sunday. I was speaking randomly in church with someone that was also meant to be here. Unfortunately, he couldn't make it. And I was like, I want to come to your podcast. I was like, you know what? Maybe I should bring them, because initially it was meant to be a couples episode. I was meant to bring a couple in. Well, logistics was not logistics. So I was like, if we cannot bring couple, let's bring unmarried people. We are one in Christ.
And it's not just unmarried, but single.
But not for long, please.
Not for long.
People, so
Shut up.
Glory.
Glory to God. Anyway, I don't know if you guys saw the proposal of Ife and I Am Tomes. Do you know them?
I mean, I saw this story, but I think it was like late at night. So
You have to know them for you to get the excitement.
gist,
I followed Ife since when she was posting on Instagram and she did not show her face. Yeah, there was a time she was you don't know her face, is anonymous, and Ife is a lover girl. She's a storyteller. So it's beautiful. And I Am Tomes, I think I found him last year on Instagram with his epic fashion videos. That man is a very talented creative. Not once have I pinned them together. Not once have I thought these two are secretly dating. So when I saw it yesterday, my jaw
dropped.
was on the floor. Ife is getting married, and not to someone we don't know. So I am Tom's. Hey, I watched the vlog and I
went
cried.
to YouTube. I want the full thing.
It's so
I
cute.
said, let me see. So it was like the build up, how he planned the proposal, how he lied to her. He even tried to create a fight because she was beginning to find out. And then he did like a proper PowerPoint presentation.
Exactly.
I was like, an intentional man.
And to throw her off, they told her that our friend is getting proposed to. So she thinks she was going to her friend's proposal just to throw her off. It's such a cute video.
Like, so intentional.
Unlike in-laws, we are really, really proud of him.
I need to go and watch and take notes.
And then please, can I mention that when he was proposing, he had the main ring, but he had a box of 12 other rings.
Like choose. If you don't like these ones. But she actually liked the main one.
She was like, no, she wants the main one. That one.
Like that proposal was very thoughtful. The presentation, it was mixed with a lot of seriousness, deep stuff, God, laughter, goofiness. It's just top notch.
I love
top notch. We love this. I cried. I was like, this is very touching. You said so that was really, really lovely to see. Now we're gonna crack into it, and we're gonna start. I'm going to start by asking you guys this question. So, what's the best relationship advice you've ever gotten?
I don't know if it's the best I've gotten, but this is one that stands out, especially in my adult years. Is that if a situation doesn't serve you, move. And I'm not talking about like the small things. I'm talking about the main things. Because women, I'll say women, we will stay in situations that don't serve us because, how will he feel? What will happen to him? He doesn't have family members. I was his only friend, and we stay. Men, if a relationship doesn't serve them, it's like they are out, they are gone. And so it's just sometimes prioritizing yourself. This thing doesn't serve me. In the future, it's not going to serve me. Why am I there? Why am I crying? Why am I? How many years will it take me to heal? I have to start again. I've invested 4 years. My dear, go. Me, I believe that you will always find your person. Like me, that's what I believe. I know some people say, if you don't want to marry me, I must marry. I will marry. But it's just a situation of like, if a situation doesn't serve you, leave. And
I hear that.
Cheap one in there again. I should allow myself to be taken care of as the firstborn and as a firstborn daughter. Because I'm used to doing for people. But I don't know how to even receive. Just relax.
My sister.
Allow yourself to be taken care of. But
and that taking care of is not even the serving part. It's not only in the monetary sense. It's not that giving you money. It's like your mental health, your spirituality, your emotional well-being. Are you even enjoying the benefits of being in a relationship? Because the most basic benefit of being in a relationship is companionship. Do you even have companionship? Sometimes some women are in relationship that they are not spending time with their partner. So why are you there? You're not even reaping the benefits. Like, why are you doing this? So I definitely hear that one has been in my brain since I was young.
That one I wish it was in my brain, because that's why I was wasting 4 years. Just when the thing did not serve, he back his load.
It has to be mutually beneficial.
So
you're
that's one thing I stand men for. They do it, and with audacity, they will go.
I think I saw something online that says that even if a man is dating you and is good, it's mostly because he also benefits him. So appreciate him, but just know that deep down it is benefiting. They don't do anything that does not benefit them, right? So that's a very, very good advice. And the one on relax and be taken care of, that's true, my sister. My sister, if you're watching, relax.
Since they born me, I've been taking care of people.
Honestly, especially as a first daughter as well, you have to really, really work on that first daughter syndrome. Relax, do like this.
Spider-Man.
What about you, Ademola?
I think mine would be like, I think the one that I heard that I think is very profound is that love isn't like a feeling, is a choice. I think it comes from a lot of perspective, like God's love, like you could choose to just love someone, it could just be a friendship and whatnot. Like, so I just believe like love is not I mean, you don't just feel like, oh, you have this feeling that, oh, you love this person. Whatever you're feeling, it's not love. You just, you particularly choose to love someone, and also like there's no relationship or marriage out there that is like perfect. So you shouldn't just see like whatever you consume on social media and think that, oh, they're perfect. I mean, they just set up the camera and ensure that they put out their best self. I mean, so you should not look at what is on the internet and say, oh, this is what I'm going to mirror, this is how in marriage should be. Like, no, that's not how it is most of the time. So you should be able to grow with whomever you're in a relationship, because nobody's perfect. They'll step on your toes. They will do things that annoy you no matter what.
I think I understand that. I'm glad that a lot of people who are happily married are coming out to say that, because when you see people who are happily married, let's say you go visit this couple, the husband is loving, the wife is loving, they raise good children, you never catch them arguing with each other, they handle conflict with grace, and you see them from afar, you're like, they are so perfect. And these same people that you think are perfect come to tell you that marriage is not perfect. It helps you have a balanced perspective and expectation, so that when you marry, because the way I see it, I agree with you, right? The way I see it is that when you get married, obviously we have moments of intense romance, right? But ideally, it's just you are living with someone. The way you are living now is the way it's going to be. It's not going to be romance every single second. It's just normal life. The only difference is you are not doing life with someone. You are living together. The same way you are waking up, going to work, is the same way you are going to wake up and go to work. You just have someone else doing it with you. So what I'm getting from that is have a realistic perspective on marriage. There will be conflicts, there will be arguments, there will be imperfections. Just prepare your mind.
Prepare your mind for everything. Look into God's word.
Exactly. And for me, the best relationship advice I've gotten, it's definitely from teenage church. I'll have to give it to those teachers in church, teenagers church. When you're a teenager, that's the peak of I think biologically you're developing, and that's when you start getting attraction. All you can think about is, oh, I want a girlfriend, I want a boyfriend. And at that specific point, my church teachers, teenagers church teachers, made it a point to emphasize that you should only date when you're ready to get married. Right? And this verse that talks about not awakening love until when it's due. When you're not ready to get married, don't date. And I'm so glad I followed this advice, even though it can be hard, because the fact that you're not ready to get married does not mean you will not meet people you're attracted to that you like. That's when you now have to apply self-control. And it is not time yet. It's not time yet. And that has mean that I take dating very seriously. So that's why I have never been in a situationship on one useless, like there's no way a guy would tell me, let's see how it goes. I was like, you will go by yourself like a river. I won't be joining you there.
That for you.
I like that. So take it, it's a very serious thing. So if a guy approaches me and does not have serious energy, I'm not taking them serious. I don't take unserious men seriously. So when you're not ready to get married, don't date. And it's the reason why I've not dated a lot, because I'm thinking to myself, I'm still trying to enter university. Do I want to get married? No. And some might argue that it's not good advice, because you need people to date to get experience. For me, in my own case, I'm glad that I followed that advice. That way you can understand the magnitude of its seriousness, and you can prepare well for marriage. So that's
I
my
really
own.
love that for you.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. And that verse is from Songs of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 7. I know. Uncle Solo is into prostitution, but he do have wisdom. He do have wisdom. So yeah. Anyway, let's make it fun. We're giving advice. Let's play some game. So it's Bean or Take Valentine's Day edition.
Wow.
So you're gonna tell me if you're gonna take it or you're gonna fling it in the bin, right? So the first one is a partner that does not believe in celebrating Valentine's Day. Is it a bean?
Does bean? Green, in fact, recycle. No, which recycle? Black bean.
Oh my God.
Bean.
Okay. Well,
I'm
why?
a certified lover girl. In fact, if I even like somebody, already my head is going like, oh, this will do good on them. Why are we not celebrating the
Valentine's Day?
I mean, every day, we'll celebrate love.
Each
but
other.
now, a day that the world has said, you should celebrate me. You don't want to celebrate me, sir. Even if you celebrated me yesterday, we'll do it in a special way. It doesn't have to be expensive. It can just be us, like doing like date nights in the house, us doing painting in the house. It doesn't have to be extra. It doesn't have to be expensive.
I
But
agree.
just why?
Do you know what is so mad? Even talking stage, if there is, as long as we have established there's some sort of romantic thing going on, even if it's 2 weeks talking stage, I don't. If we start the talking stage in 1st of February,
Wow.
and Valentine's Day is on 14th, you should just say something. It doesn't have to be elaborate. You have to do something. So I agree with that.
Mercy.
You went- Yeah, it'll be like 4 right episode.
No, Mercy, you lost me there.
Listen, if we are talking, talking stage is 2 people are saying we like each other. Let's get to know each other.
Yeah, to be fair.
And during that process, Valentine's Day now happened. So we're just going to act like no Valentine's Day will come out. We're just going to act like nothing's going on.
I mean, it makes sense. Like, I think
Just do something like something.
no, it's very valid. To be fair, I think if 2 people are in talking stage, a man has said, "Oh, I like you." You said you have said you like him, and it's been established. I don't think you should not do anything on Valentine's
I think
Day.
also maybe the way I define talking shit, because I'm a Christian, I don't double date. I don't talk to multiple people at the same time. Like with Roma, I can't say, "Oh, I like you. Let's date." To Jide. Then I will not go to Tunde again. I like you too. Let us be talking. Then I will not go to Femi. I don't do that. It's one person at a time.
Can I ask a question about this point you
All
just
right.
made?
Okay.
So that I understand and I'm clear.
Yeah.
So I've always been the person that right from when maybe somebody expresses interest, not that we are dating, I cut everybody off. Like I didn't know how to. So if somebody is just like, oh, like I like you, we have not established anything. It's not like I don't know how to talk to any other person. But now, I'm like, if let's say for example, I'm on Hinge. Child, I'm
Hinge is
open
different.
to speaking to everybody that is open to speak to me till I know that I have something more solid with one person.
Yeah.
Then I cut the other person off. Is that what you're talking about? That right from the onset, because I cannot do right from the onset again, no, because
Maybe
It
because
depends. To be fair. I mean, I think I understand where she's coming from. Like, it's not like the lady will say, "What are we?" She should
No. I saw that clip by Pastor that said that if a woman comes to you and say, "What are we?" you should go and cry. I was like, "Which Pastor?"
It's not one where like the lady is still trying to know like what are we? Like,
okay.
you people have known each other. You people know that you like each other already. So you guys are. It's not that you're just being friendly with somebody and just asking them random question whatever.
Yeah.
It is that you've established that you like this person. You have said, oh, they like you. It's established that, oh, you guys are talking towards getting into a relationship. Then at that point, everybody else is gone.
If we have something romantic going on, even though it's just getting to know each other, and Valentine's Day just happen at the same time, just something, flower, just do something. Just do something. So I agree with you. A partner that doesn't want to do Valentine's Day, I won't even argue.
Did not answer.
We are coming to him.
So I don't know, like I'll say it depends, but normally I'll gravitate towards being.
Okay.
Because I love as well. So, and I would love to appreciate my partner as much as possible.
Yeah.
And Valentine's Day is not. I mean, it might seem like a normal day, but it's still a day that everyone appreciates their partner, and I would not want my partner to be left out.
Fair enough. Okay.
So
that's
another angle.
Yeah, I mean, at the very least, if we're not going to do something very elaborate, like maybe it's midweek, for example, right? Just a letter and flowers would do, and maybe at some point we go for a dinner.
Yeah.
So
Ademola.
So what about, because I think it's easier for women to say I will not be with a man that doesn't want to celebrate Valentine's Day, because ideally, typically the notion for Valentine's Day is a man appreciates woman. That's why the man will say, "Will you be my Valentine?" But obviously nowadays couple will exchange gifts, right? Because if I have a partner, I'll put something together for Valentine's Day. But typically it's a man celebrates the babe in the relationship, so it's easier for us because we are
to celebrate my babe
too. But that's the typical notion, right? Just like the man will propose, but some women are proposing.
I will not.
But if the man
start that topic, I will rather through glass.
I will jump in the lagoon.
I rather mob the ocean.
I mean, I think men won't have it like most men won't have it in any other way, to be fair. Like,
you think so? Like, let's say you have
I would prefer to propose to my own wife than my wife.
No, we're not even talking about proposal. Let's go back to the Valentine's Day. So I was saying that most women will typically say, no, I want a partner that celebrates Valentine's Day because they're on the receiving end of the love on that day. But the man is the one that typically will ask, will you be my Valentine, and buy the gift, right? So for you, if you have a girl that's like, nah, I don't want Valentine's Day, don't buy me gifts, like, I don't care. Will you still be?
No, I mean, it's fine. Like,
yeah, exactly.
To be fair, like,
but you still do something.
I mean, I was just saying,
do it.
I was just saying, I mean, I probably would just, write, because, I mean, I'm used to writing.
Yeah.
So I'll just probably, like, write an episode to appreciate
that's cute.
Yeah,
please,
so I think most men will not be in. They'll be like, it's okay, I'll just take it regardless. Okay, I love that. The next one is for Valentine's Day gift. And this one is quite funny. So for the guys, you receive a pack of those pack of 5 singlets, white singlets.
Can we stop doing that? I get embarrassed. And so I get embarrassed when that's why my friends know when it's time for their man's thing, they will message me like, Jemimah, I want to do this. I'll just say, what's your budget? I will, in fact, let me even make it business. I will curate which singlet and boxers. Are you okay? See, that's why I say, like, you see how you said like a poem or flowers. Carry that money and go and buy. In fact, even if it's a card or like flowers or chocolates, you know that she likes this candy. That's why I say it doesn't have to be even Haribo. You know that I love Haribo so much. You can buy like different flavors of Haribo. You can buy maybe candy that which singlet. I don't have money to buy.
I think it's men that suffer that more.
So I feel sorry for men. I feel sorry for men.
That's what I know.
I feel sorry for
one or socks or that sock tie, or there's this popular perfume that men, is it Dior? Is it Savage? What's the name of that perfume?
Savage is expensive. If it's Savage is Dior Savage, 100 plus pounds.
Oh, really? I thought it was a cheap one though. It's expensive. Okay. But that pack of singlets, how will you feel? Or socks?
I mean, will I say? I mean, I would. I don't even know what to say right now. So it's somehow right.
Yeah.
I mean, I would not necessarily feel too bad because gifts. I'm not really like gift
person.
I'm not a gift person like that. So I mean, I can give someone whatever I know they want. But if someone give me gift, well, thank you. So I would just, maybe accept it. I'll say, babe, I think this singlet is for me. It's like I don't have singlet.
I think the reason why I asked that question, the singlet is just an object, right? But the metaphor there is very thoughtless gift.
Me, that's what
like that just put something together. The thought has not gone into it, and it's very stereotypical as well. Just is a man, I'll be just buying tie or socks.
Why?
No.
I think just sending like a maybe note or letter alone is fine. And if you eventually want to get gifts and maybe you were very busy, and I mean I would accept that you're very busy anyway, so you can just say,
I will not accept. Do you know, like, even that singlet, let's say how much is a set of singlet? Let's say if it's like £10, for example, and you say, I don't have money, I'm just a student. Let's say he drives. Do you not even get him like voucher petrol for £10 or something? It's just what will make his life easier?
What does he need?
I know maybe lunch, he likes going to this place.
Maybe if you see him wearing one singlet that is
even if his turn is not, even
that can count.
You cannot count. You tell him, this singlet has turned. No, you
just add a funny card like, I'm hoping that you change that your tier singlet.
You go and buy singlet. When people go to the store, say, babe, buy singlet, your singlet has torn. It's not Valentine's Day that you want to be buying a singlet.
Yeah.
It's just so thoughtless, like you said. That's what I think.
Yeah. I think for me, underwear is definitely no. Especially as a single person.
If you are single, why am I even giving you underwear?
No, unmarried, not even single, obviously. If you're in a relationship, you're not single, right? Unmarried, why are we doing that?
Why am I giving you?
Me thunder fire down that way.
But I mean, I've always been curious, like, for people that have been married for years, like, what sort of gifts would they tend to give their partners as Valentine? Because I mean, there's one thing for you to always get gift for somebody, you know, on their birthdays or Christmas. Let's say you are the one that even get New Year gift or there are several like occasions. There's a lot of things, right? And I mean, you married like 10 years, 20 years. So would a physical gift really matter that much during
think
Valentine?
so, you know.
I mean, it depends. So like maybe there's something that you know she'll like between that period of Christmas and Valentine. You know, there's this thing that she like. Maybe there's some sneakers that maybe just or some shoes that she like. Maybe just give it to her. But what about if there isn't such kind of thing?
I think most women, there will always be some things that I can speak for women, because I'm a woman. There will always be things that you love. If a woman is a skincare person, no matter how many times she gets skincare, it will always make her happy. If a person is a perfume person, no matter how much perfume they get, they will always be happy. So if there's nothing if there's nothing special they're wanting at that moment, you can just get them one of the things that they love. A woman that loves wig, if she has 10 wigs, just get her another bone stretcher. But Mr. Frank,
Brother Frank,
inside joke. If you don't get it, don't worry, forget about it.
I think if you listen to somebody, like if you listen, you will always know what somebody needs. It doesn't even have to be close to that time. Let's say Valentine is in 2 months, but I'm somebody that listens. Like on my notepad, if I'm dating somebody, I have this thing dedicated to them. So we can just be gisting, like, or maybe somebody passed, that his perfume smells really nice. It was a passing comment. But if I know the perfume, I would add it to my list. Buy him this perfume. When I'm getting your gift, it's something I will buy. So it's just a passing comment.
And those gifts, it's different.
Because
we
can just be talking and you will see a beanie. You're like, babe, that beanie is fire. Oh, babe, that jumper. You have said it, passing comments. I will go and look for it and get it for you. So I feel sometimes if you listen to somebody, you always kind of figure out what they want. I feel like if we marry, if you don't know what you want again, let's say you have everything, like that's when we'll start traveling. Oh, you spoke about this destination. Oh, you spoke about you want to learn how to do hockey. Now I'm going to book you 10 hockey lessons. You said, it's something I've added to my vision list. Oh, I want to do this. I want to I think if you listen, you will find out what your partner like.
But just as an aside, don't be buying your wife kitchen equipment as
beg.
Except if she has been really talking about
unless it makes her life easier.
Exactly.
Maybe your wife is somebody that likes cleaning.
But should kitchen equipment be gifts for wife? Like
some men be doing that too.
That's what they do.
They will buy Uber, say that's your Valentine's gift. The Uber we are using for the entire house.
It's for the house.
Some men be doing that.
No, I've seen that one. In fact, it was a Christmas video.
When I saw his kids, maybe like a video like that, I mean, in my mind, I was like, it's just a skit, right? Because why will you gift like your wife a freezer that both of you?
Washing machine. Dishwasher.
I don't get it.
Exactly, it's for everybody. So pay attention. A gift should be at least 90% more functional to the person you're giving it to make their life easier. Don't be giving selfish gifts. It's really for you, but you buy it for them, but you know it's really for you. No. The next gift is take bean or take a romantic getaway or vacation as a gift.
Well, it depends on what we are.
Okay, let's say as we are single and unmarried now, you're dating someone, gives you vacation.
Which vacation? We are not going on vacation. It would be like it's a getaway.
Getaway or vacation.
No, but that's what I'm saying. We are not dating. Sorry, we are dating.
We are dating, not married yet.
There's no vacation.
That's interesting because I have friends that they go on vacation with their partner.
That's what they say. Because me, I can't do it.
Okay.
I think everybody should know their strengths and their weaknesses. Me and my cousin, we had this discussion. She said, okay, because one time we're just throwing it out there because somebody wanted to do a madness. But then she was now like, what if it's like couples trip? So you have maybe 4 boys, they're all dating. Then the men will stay in their room. The women will stay in their room. My cousin said she doesn't have that kind of self-control. In the night, she will leave that room.
You see,
everybody, the thing is, everybody know and prevents problems. So she was like, she will not put herself in that kind of situation because in the night she will leave that room. And you can easily go and like. So she was like, no, she will not put herself in that kind of situation. She doesn't have that. There was one. I will not call the creator's name.
Don't call.
But when they dating, she was in a relationship, she used to go on vacations with him, and she was somebody that was celibate for years. Like we used to follow her stories, but she went like trip together, and you tell me you will sleep in the same room and that nothing will happen.
Okay,
everybody. Me, I cannot. Maybe other people can, but I can't. So
same. I'll prefer not to. I'll prefer not to. But I've had friends, and I trust them when they say the truth. I believe them that they are able to just go on a holiday together. They book separate rooms,
but let me tell you why I see that as a problem.
Okay.
For me personally, as a Christian, I have a problem with that.
Yeah.
Why I have a problem with that is other people saying that.
Yeah.
You know me, you might know that, Jemimah is not doing this thing. In fact, maybe you even know the measures I've put in place.
Yeah.
But an unbeliever that doesn't know me, that has gone through my page, this girl is a strong Christian, then you see me, and in the morning, me and my man during 3:30, we are together. I'm like, it's not. You are a Christian. I know that. In fact, I've even done video. You have even done video to me. I'm just looking personally. Everybody do what you want, but for me as a Christian, sometimes, because even me, I won't lie. Sometimes I try to not be judgmental, because sometimes when I see that, I'm like, you are supposed to be a Christian, and I feel like our lives should show that. Me personally, so even if there are some things I want to do, I tell myself, Jemimah, as a Christian, if an unbeliever sees this, there's already a message that we Christians are hypocrites. We do one thing, we say one thing.
Exactly.
Do I want to be passing that kind of message? So that's why, again, I have a problem with that, because even that creator I was talking about, she posted a comment of somebody saying, I thought you were celibate. Your story was one of the reasons why I decided to be celibate. So that was when she now explained that no, they stay in different rooms. When they broke up, she now did this story about how they were fornicating.
Hey. Lord, I think I personally would not do it, but the reason why I raised it is because I know Christian couples that do it.
Personally,
I don't even know personally, and they say, we just book separate rooms, self-control.
I don't have that kind of self-control.
So I personally will not do it, right? Just to be safe. It's better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah, I'm even saying cinema dates I can't do.
Cinema that we just sit down on the chair.
But you're in a dark. Again, everybody should know what they can.
Okay, fair enough.
Me, you are in a dark room. I think everybody know what limits,
I mean, like I want to say, like, it depends, but normally I would say, like, no, like I would avoid it. But I also think that it also depends. So if, for example, I was dating, someone in Canada, and for some reason, like, we want to meet. So it's either she comes to the UK or I go to, Canada.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, it's not like, so far that there's someone that you're accountable to.
Yeah.
So let's say, for example, she's coming over here. I'm going to, like, let the person I'm accountable to know that, my baby is coming to visit. She's not going to stay in my house.
Yeah.
Lord.
So, I mean, like, for example, I could just say, Pastor Peter, my baby is coming to the UK in 2 weeks. Like, she's going to stay in a different, apartments, and we are going to, go on dates a couple times. So far, there's someone I'm accountable to. I know that, yes, this is what we plan to do. I can even share our plans with the person that we're accountable to as well. And I just say, this is what we want to do. And that's all right. But if it's that we are in the same city and everything, I don't think there's point for doing like...
I genuinely believe, that's why I say ideally. That's why I didn't say flat out, no, ideally, that should be the case. Because I genuinely believe that when it comes to following God's will and whatever, there's a part of not willingly putting yourself in temptation, and there's also the part of resisting temptation when it comes stocks and shares for Valentine's Day. Stocks and shares or digital currency. So someone just just buy some
stocks and shares.
And
I
Bitcoin.
got my ex-boyfriend that.
Oh my God, that's so
now
cute.
He's growing, but he broke up with me. But yeah, stocks and shares. That's so cute. I love that. Because if you give me money, I might like not spend it wisely. But stocks and shares, you have invested in my future and in our future.
Yeah, I that's one of my favorite parts in this series on YouTube. This smart woman money or smart money woman. That there's this character that I can't even remember their name now. For her birthday, got her some stocks. I was like, that's so cute.
Yeah.
I love that. Buy me property for Valentine's Day. Long throats. I have long throats. What about you? Crypto, digital currency as well.
Yeah, like stocks, shares. I mean, I'll probably go for stocks and shares rather than crypto anyways. I don't.
That's a nice. Write it down. We're giving you. Write it down. Write it down. Okay, this one we have 2 more. Groceries for Valentine's Day gifts. Just buy you groceries.
For what?
I kind of like it, I love a good grocery shopping.
Which groceries? Are you shopping from M&S?
I don't understand.
Not shop from normally.
What rubbish Valentine's Day gifts?
But we want to get like a nice pastry,
Why?
Valentine's Day.
I want to know the thoughts behind it.
You can't get it on
I think it's cute, like a card. And me, I love a good grocery shows because I think because I'm very passionate about vegetables, high fiber diet, high protein diet, non-processed food, organic food. So just go.
Mercy, stop it.
Go and buy all the organic food.
Mercy, stop it.
As a single person
on Valentine's Day. On Valentine's Day, no, there was no other time in this world to buy you groceries. 2 days before, he could not buy you groceries. Let us stop that rubbish.
I think it's cute. I think because me.
Unless he will tell me that.
Mercy, just imagine like, our parents, for example, like let's say the mom cooks and the dad just
as a single person, let me say, because if we are married, then that's a family.
Mercy, no.
As a single person, as I'm living,
unless he tells me, babe, I went to this farm and I got like
that's why I say organic food.
No, he went to the farm. It's him that hold the thing. He killed the cow. He got the cow and he killed it for me because I know you like organic. No.
Yeah, actually,
unless there's a story behind it, no.
I think I'll say take for me groceries. You guys said no. Is a no for
does
me.
Being outside.
You accept it,
if someone gives it to you, I think that's the perspective. If someone gives you,
I will not. That kind of thought can never move across my mind. To say I want to think.
Fair enough. Okay, last one before we move to the next session. What if someone gifts you like a prayer retreat? You know how we went. Wait. You know how Minister Dunsin had the upper room in Wales. Yeah. I couldn't go because it's far. I have to book an hotel. So let's say it fell on. Let's say even the retreat is like February 26 and it's in Wales and it gets you a ticket and books you an hotel room and obviously the upper room is free and we don't pay for that. I said this is your Valentine's gift prayer retreat.
Yes, for me, yes. I just think again you're investing in my
same. I love it.
Me. I love it.
Yeah, prayer retreat. Yeah, like any sort of concert, ticket.
I love it.
Like that is far away that I would typically not go. Buy me the ticket. Yeah. I love it. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, like it's those you're talking about.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good gift.
So of course, yeah.
That's a good gift.
Yeah, I like it.
You have heard though. Write this list down for your partner, even when it's not Valentine's Day, their birthday. Give thoughtful gifts, okay? In 2025 and beyond. Right, love it. We're going to move to the next stage. The next question, topic to discuss. What is a lesson from a past relationship that you've learned? Right.
Ademola can go first. I learned to make good pancakes.
Really? Who taught you? She taught you?
Yes, that's
so cute. So how do you make it? Give us your quick pancake recipe. Let's learn.
I mean, like prior to that time, I used to buy pancake mix. But pancake mix is terrible. Like really? Once you've seen the lights,
you can't go back.
You can't go back.
Okay.
Like you just have to break your eggs, pour milk inside, put vanilla essence or whatever. Then you mix it all up together. Then add your flour, add your
baking powder.
Yeah, baking powder. Just mix it up, right?
Do you add sugar?
Yeah, you add it. It needs to be of sugar and it needs to be of salt as well.
Yeah.
You add some salt to it too. Then when all of that is done, the rest is something that I know how to do before.
Yeah.
Just reduce
low heat, right?
On low heat, put your pan, very tiny oil. Like, boom, just very tiny oil and just put your pancakes on top.
What about you? Lesson.
Sound like trauma, but don't compromise on your standards. And I'm not talking about the superficial things like height, face. No.
Values?
They like values. Because when you compromise on those values, you will be reminded why you should have never compromised on those standards.
You're not a project manager.
Please,
as a lady, let me use the
builder.
As a lady, you're not a project manager. You are not a rehabilitation center. You are not a magician. You are not a. You should not date out of pity.
Yes.
You are not a changer. Only Jesus changes. Okay, it's only the word of God that changes. So don't date from a point of. Don't be delusional in the sense of I have this power, I can change it. Please, straight in the bin in 2025. So I agree with that. For me, the lesson I learned is actually tied to the best lesson as well. Is that just don't date until you're ready to get married. And as I said, I date seriously, and I only talk to serious people. I don't take unserious men seriously. I've never been in a situationship, my Lord. Let us keep it that way.
Amen.
Praise God.
Hallelujah.
Praise God. Hallelujah. I've never been in a situationship, but that which now means that I was dating people that were ready to get married when I was not ready to get married. So I was now the one saying, it's been married, sir. Hey, it's not time. So because of that, I just said not today. You know, I heard it when I was young. I listened. You know, sometimes you meet some people, you think, I like them. Then it will come maybe 6 months into the relationship. They're saying, I want you to meet my parent. But I'm like, it's not time. Let's calm down. So that availability, emotional availability, and being available for the long-term journey. Don't date until you after. Don't be out here stressing people. If you are listening to this, you are not emotionally available, you're not ready to commit for a long time, you don't think you have the mental capacity to prioritize another person in your life, because that's what marriage is. You are inviting someone into your life, you're entering each other's life, and you have to prioritize each other. It's not only about you now. If you believe that you're not ready to do that because you have other priorities, maybe education, and you're not one of those people that thinks you can juggle both at the moment, then don't date.
I mean, there's something I was going to mention. Aside the pancakes, because the pancakes
I actually believed you.
Aside the pancakes, right? It's more about one lesson I learned is that different people have different perspectives. So you should not expect that, or you should not think that this person that you are in a relationship with see things the way you see things. We all grew up differently. Even your siblings see things differently from you. Even identical twins, for example, my sister see things differently, right? So you should be very conscious of that, knowing that this person don't see things the way you see it. So you should be very mindful and not, let that inform. You should let that, inform your decisions, your actions, and just don't act anyhow.
Let's move on. So another relationship advice. That's what we're here for. Give a relationship advice to your younger self. So think about 15-year-old Jemimah, 15-year-old Ademola. You're 14. You're 17. Now that we're older, all of us are in our mid-20s, late 20s, right? Or are you older, Ademola?
Yeah.
Are you 30?
No, I'm 30.
Oh, you turned 30 this year. So we are in our late 20s, right?
Yeah.
We have not yet clocked 30 yet. So what advice will you give to your younger self?
28, please.
You have to make it clear. I love it. So what advice will you give to your younger self? Relationship advice.
I think for me it's be patient and be patient. So in twofold. So be patient in trying to get into a relationship that know what you want. Be very sure that this is the person that you want to spend the rest of your life with. Be sure that this is
so sorry to cut you. So patience in the actual dating.
No, before you date. So
patience.
There are two. Like I said, be patient and be patient. So in twofolds.
All right.
The first one is before you get into a relationship, right? I know that I didn't start dating early. Probably when I had finished from uni. That was the first time I actually ever tried to date somebody.
Okay, you really listen to the advice of face your books.
I did not try to date anyone at all still when I was done with uni. So, but still be patient, know what you want, and be sure that this is person that you really would think that would be the mother of your children. And the second fold is be patient in the relationship too as well. Know that no one is perfect. Right? So just be patient and give grace as much as you can.
Yeah, good advice. Patience, guys. We are in a hurry.
Yeah.
You are in a hurry. Relax. Cool down, cool down, What about you, Jemimah?
So you know that meme, why are you running? Why are you running? Like, that is what I would tell my younger self. Because I love that for the both of you, that you really took your time. I started dating when I was maybe like 15. When I just got into maybe SS1, there was no reason for me to date at that time. But those relationships taught me the biggest lessons that have like still impacted me. But I dated from a very young age, and so just like, why
chill
are you
out.
running? Like, chill out. Like, take time, know yourself, understand yourself, spend time with yourself, know what you want. Because I was just dating for the sake of dating. So it was not even as if I did not know what I want. Did I even say my first relationship when I was 15? That was what I would count as a relationship, to be honest. Please take time for yourself. You see that, and I say take time for yourself, because when I was growing, so since I started dating when I was 15, I was the type of person that I didn't take time to heal. I didn't like being alone. Like, I would tell that one to anybody for free. I hated being alone. So when this relationship, it looks like it's about to come to an end, before you even
you're preparing the next candidate.
Let me move on, because God. I did not want to feel that pain. I didn't want to give I didn't want my heart to feel pain. So once I'll just start disassociating. So by the time you say no, I said no problem. After all, they say line of people, I will go with it. Like, so I didn't want to heal. So I was just like, I was always in a relationship. I was that girl that was always in a relationship. But most of my relationships were long term. Like my first relationship. Okay, don't worry about the history. That's the history. But I was with that person for 5 years, and I wanted that relationship to end because I should have never been in that relationship in the first place. So when I went to church, the person that was sitting next to me, I was like, this sounds so bad. I was like, this is the next person I'm going to date. So when they're like, get to know this person, get to know him, we exchange contacts. That Sunday, I sent a message to my ex. I said, I found somebody else. That's I don't even know if this guy likes me, but I really needed to escape from that relationship.
Yeah.
Wow.
But after that one, he showed me Shaggy. I was single for 4 years. Then straight after, I went back into the same habit. So okay, now I was single, but I wasn't still taking time to work on myself, know myself, or understand myself. I was single and in pain, because even if I saw a man that you want to tell me you like me, I can slap you, because I was in pain. It was not as if I was working on myself in that time. I was just in too much pain. After that one, I continued with the same pattern. So like, take your time out, like know yourself, understand, enjoy being alone. And you see, now me, I enjoy my comfort like so much. I love my company. I enjoy spending time with people now, but I enjoy my company too much. Like, know yourself, date yourself, like know what you want. Where are you even going? Because if you don't know where you're going, how will you date? Because where are you people going to? Exactly. So like, know where you're going. So if this person is going in that direction, this is the same direction I'm going to. But if you don't know where you're going, anybody's direction, you will just follow them, because you don't know where you're going to. So that
was a very good one. It reminds me of my friend. She just turned 30, and she said that she wished she didn't worry about love so much in her 20s, that she spent all her 20s just being worried about relationship from one to the other. She never took a time to pause and date properly. That it's just like, I have to get a man. And now she's 30, she's still single, not a shade, genuinely. And I know she'll find someone very soon. God will settle her. I know that God has sons.
God has sons.
So, but she said she wished she didn't worry so much, that she spent so much time and wasted so much time and made certain decisions wasting on worrying about having a man, changing herself. Okay, maybe if I behave like this, maybe if I twist my head like this, maybe if I do this. She did not work on that self-discovery and working in identity in Christ. And that's what she said. So I agree with you. I know someone else has said that. For me, advice to my younger self, I'll say is acknowledge that you're a work in progress. Because I would definitely say that upbringing, growing up in a Christian home, both of my parents were pastors. I'm a pastor's kid, and thankfully that they did something well and I actually listened. Because it's one thing to grow up in a Christian home, it's another thing for you to listen to what they are teaching you. I listened to everything, thank God. But doing that can give us the notion that we're perfect, especially in my friendship group as well. My friend will say that Messi is strict, Messi doesn't take nonsense, Messi doesn't date rubbish, Messi doesn't date jaga men. But that doesn't also mean I'm perfect. That doesn't mean that my childhood or some of the experience I had in my childhood or childhood trauma does not affect me. And I'll just mention one from context, right? I noticed that I'm not the most easily vulnerable person that to be opening up, and vulnerability is an essential in any romantic relationship. So what I'll tell my younger self is that you're actually not perfect. You know, we love to think I'm perfect too, but you're actually not perfect. You're a work in progress, and acknowledge your weaknesses early on and start working on them, praying about it, reading about attachment styles, knowing what your triggers are and how to manage it. That's just one of the weaknesses, because as Ademola said, we're not all perfect. So that's one thing I'll say to my younger self, because I had the notions for a long time that just perfect babe, like period. Don't tell me nothing. So we're not perfect. We're always a work in progress. Okay, why do you want to get married? All of us are single here. From what I know, let me just say this. From what I know, nobody is in a relationship. Except you guys are hiding it from me. So we're all single here, but we all want to get married. Yeah.
I don't want to burn with passion.
Yes, that's already. Wow. I don't want to burn with passion.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
That's fair enough.
That's fair enough.
You did it.
Solid answer.
That's it.
Because the Bible said it's better to marry than to burn with passion.
I don't want to burn with passion. I don't want to be roasted. Passion, please.
Okay. I know it's burn with passion.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that, marriage is like, or relationship in general is like God's idea, right?
Yeah.
When God created man, he gave man Eve and everything, and why not?
Why not?
So your answer is why not? And because you don't want to burn with passion.
Like,
that's the
why not? Like, I want to have my own family.
The companionship. You can get companionship from friends, but it doesn't compare. Like companionship, having that your person, that come rain, come shine, like that person has your back. Somebody you are growing with, you're building with.
Exactly.
So that's my answer as well. That's why I actually wrote down companionship. That's the core. And it's very interesting. A few years ago, when my former church were having a sisters fellowship, I find it interesting that we don't have sisters fellowship in CCI. I love that though, because sister fellowship, all they know to talk about is marriage. I'm tired though, so I'm glad that we don't do it. When we want to talk about love, it's love code. Everybody's there. Everybody's there. Anyway, it was a sisters fellowship, and they asked this question, why do you want to get married? And the first person was like, to establish the kingdom of God. They were giving very deep answer to pull down the host of darkness, to raise powerful kingdom. I want to get married for purpose. And I'm just like, girl, I just want to get married for companionship. Like, it's the basic need of everybody for companionship, to do life with somebody. Because I genuinely believe, I'm one of those people that, not like you, Jemimah, I'm one of those people that believe that you can actually live a fulfilling life single.
I know you can.
Forever, not married with children. You can live
rather not.
So I believe that. And even though I believe that, and I know it for true, that you can live a fulfilling life being single and never married. And that's why, if for some example, if it happens, I know
God forbid.
If for example,
God forbid, then you can say it.
Okay, if for example somebody is 30, I know for a lot of women 30 is that scary age. 30 and don't have a man, it's like, girl, I'll be chilling, like it's all right. Like,
I don't have that pressure when it comes to age, because before I turned 22, my father told me, he was like, by December I need you to get married.
22?
He was like, by December I need it. So me, that pressure is just like, I've been getting pressure like since then, and I do not jump.
Exactly.
So the age thing, I'm not really bothered.
I
know you can live a very, 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 very fulfilling life. But I'd rather do it with my man.
Fair enough.
Okay.
So that's
I don't think 30 is like the. I think that's changed now.
It has changed to when?
I think that's changed. I don't think it's 30 anymore.
And in fact,
it's 40.
What we're now finding out from scientists is that, how like before they like, there's age, is it when women are older,
is meant to
it's now science is saying it's now meant to.
It's even like I was very happy.
The percentage is now more. So even when it comes to like healthy pregnancies, you know how before the doctors would say eat well, exercise well, your husband's
has to do so.
His health, like how he's eating, if he's drinking, if he's smoking, plays a big role in the seed, pregnancy.
Yeah. Going back to my point, even though I'm someone that believes that you can live a fulfilling life as a single person, never getting married, never having kids, I understand the beauty and the positive impact having a good partner can have in your life. Yeah. So if you're a good person, you're strong in your faith, you invest in your mental health, you're working on your character, you're growing financially, you are just a well-rounded, wholesome person. If you get someone like that as well, you guys will live a great life. It's just times two. The Bible says you can chase 1,000 by yourself. But two, it's not 2,000. It did not say times. It did not say 2,000. It's increased tenfold, right? So the impact is great and massive. So I would love to get married because I want to build a strong companionship with someone like me. Better, better. Someone like me, like you get, and because I know that will have a positive impact on myself and even on my generation.
So, I thought this question was when.
I said, "Oh, is that what you read?"
Yeah, I saw Ademola when
was
I said why?
Get married.
Yeah. Oh.
Hi.
Not Jemimah asking her own question. Okay, girl.
She tried to ask question. When did I get married? When the Lord says this time?
Yeah.
I mean, I that's beautiful. So I'm not in. I've decided that I'm not in a hurry. So like whenever I meet that person. It might be someone that I know.
Okay.
That
happened. Yeah.
So whenever something clicks and I see that this is it, then it will happen. But I'm not going to be any form of pressure. If my parents like, they should say anything. They will relax. When it's time, they would see what they're looking for.
But you are ready though. Like if the right person shows up, that's a good question. Are you ready to get married? So when are you getting married? That when I don't know where you get your answer. But are you ready to get married? Which means if someone like today now, the person just pops on, boom, the right person for you. Will you get married to them like in a year? Or
I mean, if the right person comes up, maybe in a year, yes. That's
lovely. What about you?
Yeah, I agree with your first answer. So that's not like I'm carnal. But my wedding date is officially inviting you. November 27th is my court wedding.
Are you so
much? The thing now is I had to move the white wedding and tried
for context, guys. For context. Jemimah is not in a relationship, but she already has a wedding date. I love it.
So I have to move it because it was 12th and 13th, but like that's now reboot camp.
Yeah.
So respectfully.
Reboot camp is in November this year?
No, December.
Oh, December.
So I've had to move.
You want to get married in December?
Of course.
Oh,
I'm traveling back to Nigeria.
Okay, you will do the court wedding in 9th?
No, in UK. That's why it's 27th of November.
Yeah.
Then shortly after, I'm traveling to Nigeria. Just Plateau State to be specific.
Period.
Then we're getting married. All my vendors are aware. And we're just waiting for the man.
You have a list.
I've tried my dress.
Wow.
I've tried my ring.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
you know your ring and you know your dress.
Yeah, all my vendors. So when the man comes, we can make some adjustments.
Everything is ready.
Yeah, but everything is ready.
Wow.
So I'm actually quite opposite of that. I don't have. I was listening to Tony's. You mentioned Tony, right?
Yeah.
Did you listen to our podcast?
No, I don't.
Okay, so she has this new podcast called Tony Told Me, and I love the podcast. I love Tony.
Anyway,
and she's talking about wedding planning, and she said that she's not one of the people that has a dream wedding.
Yeah.
Did you listen? Yeah, same. Because if you tell me now, close your eyes until I actually have man. I don't even know my dream ring.
Yeah, I know.
Dream wedding. I don't know any dream venue. Dream. I don't know.
Yeah,
I have no. Yeah. My imagination have not reached that for some reason. That's not unlocked. So that's interesting.
Yeah.
So are you inviting the podcast people too?
We'll think about it.
How to involve God in your dating life? How do you involve God? Because we are all Christians, we are believers. How do you involve God in your dating life?
I mean, I think for me, like the very thing is to always pray and ask God for leading. And there's this prayer that might sound very ridiculous, that as if Pastor Femi Lazarus said that, see, like, God, if this woman is not going to be my wife, let us scatter.
Really? That's a very good idea.
That's the quickest prayer God answers.
This is not going to be, if she's not going to be like, you know, the best person for me, like I can't remember like how he exactly put it, but the one for me, like, let it scatter.
Yeah.
Then also, like, when you're in a relationship, I think it's very important for you guys to pray together.
Yeah.
So you have like
It's
sessions
interesting
where
though.
you pray.
Yeah.
Like maybe if you can't do every week, like maybe every 2 weeks, you guys, you know, come like pray for 30 minutes or whatever time that you guys agree on. And just pray together. Pray for your lives, pray for your families, pray for the future that you guys want to build together. So I think that's very important.
Yeah. So Ademola is focusing on prayer. Pray before you get into the relationship. I mean, as a believer, I should be praying regardless. Like prayer is non-negotiable. That's how we stay in communication with God. So if you can pray about your job, pray about food, pray about everything else, please pray about relationship as well. It's very important. Thank you, Ademola. What about you?
Mine too.
Prayer. Okay.
Like right from the beginning. Quick story. Something happened maybe last week. I met somebody on Hinge. The story I was just seeing messy on the room, but it's too long. But I met somebody on Hinge and I was like, I'm going to pray about this. To be honest, I said, that's the quickest prayer God answers.
Yeah.
Like, I just prayed about it. He is working towards going into the military, and for me, it doesn't just align with what I want.
Yeah.
And so I prayed. I said a quick prayer, 9:45. By 10:34, when we're gisting about other things, I was like, do you know what's like it was really nice getting to know you. Like, we're proper jamming and gisting about things. So he was even telling me about like his father's role in his life. Then next thing he now said, well, it was really nice to know you. Like, you're a really nice person. You deserve all the love, and you deserve somebody that is 100% about you. I also deserve somebody that will support me 100%. I was like, how did we get like just 1 hour 15 minutes after my prayer? So like that's the easiest way. Like, God is the best friend you can ever have. Like, he's somebody that already knows the future. So why would you not speak to him? So for me, it's prayer.
That's a very good one. You know, people always say, well, how come God answers that prayer really quickly?
Quick.
I think the reason is that it is the only common way, mostly the common way we say that prayer. It's rare that you say, God, if this job is not for me, take it away. God, if this church is not for me, remove me. God, if this deal is not for me, take it away. Typically in those situations where like, God, help me, I want to get this deal. It is only in relationship that we most people pray that prayer like that. God, if this is not for me, take it away. And God was like, say less.
See, 1 hour 15 minutes.
Take it away.
Boom. Short the timeline and send to my cousin. I'm like, God
will just supernaturally scatter it. Scatter it. Okay, that's I agree as well.
Even, say that. Even if it's the day before the wedding,
God will scatter it. God will scatter it. Yeah. That's why, to avoid those situations, pray very fast. Pray very, in those talking stage, you are doing 4-week talking stage, be praying about it every day. Be vulnerable to God. God, I like this person for this so reason, but you know his heart. You know her heart. You know what she does when nobody sees her. You know the thoughts she or he has towards me. You know his future. You know his secret. You know his weakness, his strength. God will now scan it. Say, what this person is doing does not align with my son and daughter, and scatter it. Please pray. And to wrap up that point, I would say date people that has godly perspective on relationship, especially in this age of social media. And it doesn't matter if they go to church as well. People can be in church and not have a godly perspective on marriage. It's very important. If they have toxic perspective, if they are following, like sharing content like, oh, men are the price, women are the price, what do you bring to, like, just avoid those people who have toxic mindset on relationship, saying, oh, what can men do other than this? What can women do? That's why. Just avoid those people. They have problems. Just avoid them and do go with people that have peaceful, calm, wholesome, healthy perspective on relationship. So what's your favorite love song of all time? It can be all time or currently or just recently. Which one do you love?
The best part of you, you don't have to try. I love it. I say if they want to propose, play that one.
That's what they must use. Okay, so the best part
The best part by Savvy Henry. I love that song.
What about you?
If there's a question of my heart,
one. No, you can't do two. Just one.
I've not been listening to love songs of recent, to be fair. So I'm going to have to pick one of those old ones like "Oh love me."
That's evergreen. Evergreen. I love it.
Remy,
olólùfẹ́, ojú kan ṣàlàdání, lọ́lọ́lúwa, kò sóhun tí ó yà wá. I love it. And mine is same. Since we boot camp, no love song. What's the point? What's the point of listening to love song when you don't have? There's somebody that is the object of your desire. No, I beg, Judah. Judah. Yeah, but I do. I'll say the last one. I have a lot of favorite love songs. I love love songs, but I'll choose My Baby by Simi Dele. Yeah, Simi Dele and Remy. I love that song. It's so calming. Yeah. It feels like beautiful. I love the silence beat.
Da
da da da da.
I love it.
Da da da. I love it. Anyway, final one for a wrap up before they chase us from this podcast.
Cool.
What is your plan on Valentine's Day? What plans do you have?
Should I go?
Yeah,
you can go.
I'm doing a cousin time.
Really?
Valentine's Day.
Cousin time.
Cousin and I are going away.
Going away to where? Is it a getaway?
Yeah, but like in London, we were in outer London, so just a nice hotel, spa, cake.
My God, I love it.
Relax. I have like one painting, paint by numbers she got.
Yeah.
Thinking like both of us would
do it.
I
actually need to get that. I've been wanting to get it. Yeah. I get the paper one.
Yeah, apparently Audi was selling it.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they still do, but yeah.
Oh,
that's
nice.
Really cute.
That's very cute. What about you, Ademola? What's your plan?
I think mine is very simple, right? So I'm going to work in the morning and have some. And sometime in the evening, I'm just going to go to the gym. When I'm back from the gym, I'll prepare some meal. What's a rom-com movie? Probably.
Pastor Laju's film.
Exactly. Yeah. To watch a rom-com and at some point, join social media meeting.
Valentine's Day is a Friday, so my Friday routine is wake up at 4 a.m. I brush my teeth. I'll do my morning stretch. After my morning stretch, I have my morning devotion, prayer and Bible study. Yeah. And after that, I'll cook my breakfast. Recently, I've been doing veggie, high protein breakfast. Okay, so it has to be veggies and high protein and protein, no carbs. I'll have that. After that, I'll do. While eating my breakfast, I'll be editing. Yeah. Because that's the day this video goes live. So I'll be doing that, posting on Instagram. After that, I'll shower and go to my online job. Lunch break, I'll do 30 minutes full body workout at home. After that, I'll have my lunch. After work, I'll wash the bathroom. Then after washing the bathroom, I'll do my night routine and go and sleep. Praise God. Praise God. Praise God.